Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Lisa and Lydia with you here this morning. We have some rain, stormy weather. You've had a busy morning.
It has been busy. It's July.
Doesn't feel like September. It's going to be warm and stormy again today. Want to remind you right off the top, love it when you join us live. We're live right around this time every weekday morning. Join us live, leave a comment, say hi. But you know what? You can watch it whenever it works best for you, because it stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day. Or listen to it as a podcast. Just go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the Inforum Minute. In fact, you came in a little earlier than normal.
Yeah, I had to do a handoff with Jessie so she could go home and get some sleep. And so then I came in early, gave up some sleep to come in early to do the handoff. When it's very active weather, we don't go 24 hours without somebody being here. So we make sure we're always handing off and we've got your backs. So we started off with a cluster of thunderstorms out near the Minot area last night, rode right on Highway 2 all the way to the east through the overnight into early this morning. It's the storm that moved through Rugby, dropping over 3.5 inches of rain. It moved through Devil's Lake, giving you some hail. We got hail video from Leeds. It continued to move to the east, weakened a little bit over Grand Forks. You did not have a severe thunderstorm warning, but you got a downpour and a lot of noise. And maybe it woke you up early in the city of Forks. About 5:30-ish, I would say, this morning for you. And then has continued to move through northern Minnesota, once again producing very heavy rainfall amounts, anything between 1.5 to 2.5 inches in that direction. I've got another cluster of storms that has developed further to the south. We saw some of that move through Fargo, 4:45, 5 o'clock, just generic little rumbles and a few raindrops. It's now intensified in northern Otter Tail County, moving through about the Perham area. So we still have a very active radar. We continue to send all of this off to the east. It's going to be a warm, muggy day. You'll see a little bit of sun. I'll call it partly to mostly cloudy. Temp to 84, dew point 60s to near 70, so very sweaty. It'll feel closer to 90 in some spots this afternoon. Very not September.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's where you say July.
Yep, wind today out of the southeast 5 to 15, so not a great breeze to cool you off. That air is going to feel a little bit still. But I do keep our forecast dry most of this afternoon and then into this evening, which is great news for high school football games. Yeah. I can't rule out just a spare shower, especially with how warm and muggy it is. We could bubble something up, but I don't think there's lightning and thunder and the dangerous stuff that could delay a game. So we're going to keep that pause on the weather as we go into high school football time tonight. And Brett Michaels out at the lights.
Brett Michaels at the lights.
Yeah, sure. And whatever you're doing outside on your Friday night, just warm and muggy. As we go into tomorrow, most of the thunderstorms stay west of 281. One or two of them could sneak their way to the east. Once again, it's a hot and sticky day. If any thunderstorms do get a little bit strong, hail and wind are your primary threats again. On Sunday, we do this all over again, but this time the threat shifts a little bit further to the east. So that includes pretty much all of us, where we'll have to watch out for storms in the afternoon and the evening. Sunday is my hot day. The peak of the heat, if you will. 88 is our forecast. With the humidity, it'll easily feel like the low 90s on Sunday afternoon. Too bad pools aren't still open.
I know, right?
Because you're going to need something to cool off when it's that hot. We'll have to watch out for thunderstorms again in the second half of the day. We do it again on Monday. We're a little cooler, closer to about 80 degrees. We watch out for storms in the second half of the day. Tuesday looks drier, still warm, near 80, and then we slowly lose a few degrees each day as we go throughout next week. Closer to 70 by the end of the 10-day forecast, which is closer to average for this time of year. Not cold, but different than the upper 80s with the humidity.
Yeah.
Very active here for the next 4-ish days, 3-ish days. I would just keep the Storm Tracker app around. If you do have outdoor plans, don't cancel anything, because things will be scattered about and spotty, and it lasts for a little bit and then you're good to go, just depending on your location. So let's not cancel outdoor plans, just keep an eye on the app.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday night football, but also Bison tailgate.
Yep, that's tomorrow morning too. We could have, one or two of those showers sneak their way to the east. I would expect a mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures end up in the 80s by game time.
Wow.
It's white out, so I've done lots of fun. I made a graphic. I've got to get it on social media. I haven't done it yet, but a fun, blizzard looking tailgate forecast. Bobby Pointer actually walked in while I was making it. He's like, "Oh, that's not updated yet from the winter." And I was like, "No, actually." It's white out. You're supposed to wear white if you're going to the Bison game tomorrow. I'm picturing lots of chicken wings, sauces on white shirts.
You
know what it's like when you're tailgating?
Right, you're walking around eating.
Well, and anytime you wear white, you
that's for sure.
jinx yourself that you're going to get something on it. So we'll see how many stains are walking into the... I'll probably be one of them. I'm not pointing any fingers at me. That's it. It'll be fun.
Love it.
All right, that's all.
Good. Thank you. All right, now to some of your news headlines this morning. The University of Jamestown says a fire inside campus cafeteria is now out. It was a big story. We first broke it for you on WDAY News at 10. We had new video and pictures from the university to show you the damage on First News this morning. They'll be showing that again throughout the day, and you can definitely get an update on our news at 11 this morning. We do know the blaze started around 9 last night. 2 firefighters were hurt. One had to go to the ER, another one will get care later. The cafeteria was already set for a remodel and was expected to reopen this month. This is actually the second fire at that cafeteria center. Another one happened in January. This morning, we're also getting a new look at a viral incident where a Fargo man assaulted multiple Fargo police officers. Fargo police just released body cam video from the arrest of Joseph Manitowabi. Now, a separate video of the incident shot from a downtown apartment at the time racked up millions of views online. But in this body cam footage, you can see a lot more. Officers tried to arrest Manitowabi after a tip that he had been smoking meth. He broke free from the officers and ran, but was caught a short time later. We talked to Fargo police officers who say they did what they were trained to do. Manitowabi pleaded guilty in the case. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison. If you want to see that video and maybe read more on what exactly happened, we have that all posted right now on our website, inforum.com. Tonight, a vigil is planned in Grand Forks for Charlie Kirk. Kirk had been scheduled to visit UND next month on October 9th. Of course, before he was shot and killed while he was talking at a campus university in Utah. Students at UND say tonight's vigil will be at Sertoma Park at 6:30. They say it will be both a remembrance of Kirk's life and a call to continue his mission of fostering respectful conversation. The UND Federalist Society president says Kirk's death highlights the need to safeguard free speech, especially on college campuses. A legal fight is brewing over a $3 billion AI data center between the cities of Fargo and Harwood. Of course, a story we've been tracking a lot of developments for you here on WDAY News. Harwood City Council has given the green light to Applied Digital to start construction just southeast of the city. The 160-acre project will sit on land between Fargo and Moorhead, just north of the softball complex. But the city of Fargo plans to use its extraterritorial jurisdiction to claim the land. State law allows large cities like Fargo to annex property within 2 miles of their city limits. A legal expert, however, says Harwood may have a strong case against this annexation. Of course, still a lot of moving parts in this story. We'll continue to track that one for you as well. New this morning, we've just learned President Donald Trump has approved a presidential major disaster declaration for North Dakota. It covers the deadly storms that hit on June 20th and 21st. Governor Armstrong had announced the approval. The storms produced tornadoes, large hail, and strong winds of 70 to 100 miles per hour. The storms caused $11 million in damage. This presidential declaration unlocks federal aid to help cover the costs of repair and recovery efforts, which are still ongoing. We talked about this Bison home opener tomorrow. They'll be wearing white jerseys. We know they have some fun giveaways, replicas of championship rings, all happening tomorrow. WDAY has you covered for all things Bison football. Dom Izzo and the crew will get you ready for kickoff against Southeastern Missouri State. Game day is at 10 tomorrow morning. Our coverage of the game starts at 2:20, kickoff at 2:30. Dom and Kyle Emanuel are on the call. Sam Getzinger will be on the sidelines, so you can watch from home. But if you go, like Lydia said, it's a white out, so remember to wear your white clothing as well. Okay, Hot Mic with Dom Izzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. Of course, he will be talking a lot about Bison football. It's going to be a historic day at the Dome Saturday. NDSU will raise an updated title banner, and they'll be wearing those all-new white uniforms. This is cool. Under Armour's jersey designer is going to be joining the show this morning at 10 o'clock to talk about the design of that new look. Plus, it's Friday. Dom's dad is back to pick some winners with week 2 of the NFL schedule. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra on Inforum.com. Join us for our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning. Have a great day.